Hey everyone, got a demonstration video here for you. This is one of our newest products. This is our Deluxe Retracting gear door sequencer. This unit is designed to provide the coordinated control of retracts and gear doors in a model equipped with retracts and doors. It's available in two versions. One version allows you to control two separate retracts so that you can raise the right main gear separately from the left main gear on a delay. That provides a custom look, as is scale for a lot of World War II warbirds. And then the second version is this version, which is designed to control two sets of gear doors, with one set operating a little different from the other. This set is being made in response to a request from one of our customers, Charlie, who is building a model of the Russian Tu-95 Bear. And in that plane, the main gear doors stay open when the gear are down, but the aft gear doors close again. And so we've modified the programming on this circuit to accommodate his needs. Now, I realize that gear door sequencing can be accomplished if you have a transmitter that has advanced programming, and if you've got enough spare channels to be able to plug everything in and mix it all together. But a lot of customers don't have those transmitters and don't have all those extra channels. So what the gear door sequencer does is to allow you to coordinate the action of all these devices using only a single channel in your receiver. Now, this is one of the servo testers that I manufacture that I'm using to provide the signal so that I don't have to have a transmitter and receiver out here. But you'll see that all of this can be accomplished using just the one channel and using one of our retracting gear door sequencers. Now, there are some other options I'll show you before I actually demonstrate it. You'll see the 4 dip switches on the left side of the board there. They control some of the functions of the unit. Switch number 1 reverses the operation of the entire circuit so that what was up is now down and what was down is now up as far as the signal coming from the receiver. Switch number 2 allows you to reverse the action of the gear door servos. Since all of these are being connected together, there are going to be times maybe when you need your gear door servos to turn in one direction and someone else maybe needs them to turn the other direction, and this switch allows you to reverse the rotation of the gear door servos in order to accommodate different needs. Switch number 3 is how you determine whether or not the gear doors remain open after the gear are down or whether they close back again. And then switch number 4 allows you to choose between electric retracts or an air retracts. The difference there is that the amount of output that it sends to the retract is less when you select an air retract, so that you don't overdrive the air valve servo. In the electric position, it sends the full range necessary to make the electric retracts operate correctly. Okay, let me see if I can hold this phone and this camera and work this unit all at the same time. Right now, the circuit is in the state that it is in when you first turn the plane on. When you first power the receiver, nothing's going to happen. The gear doors don't move, the retracts don't move. As a matter of fact, the gear door servos, all of the servos are actually freewheeling. They are not being driven by any sort of a signal at all. The reason for that is so that something unexpected doesn't happen if you don't pay attention to the position of the switch on your transmitter. We don't want to have it set so that if you turn it on and the gear are down and the switch on your transmitter is gear up and you don't notice it, that it collapses the gear on the plane and drops the plane onto its belly and tears something up. So when the circuit first comes on, it simply reads the signal from the receiver and sees whether the switch is up or down. And then it takes note of that, and it won't do anything until it sees that switch has been toggled the first time. Once you toggle the switch, then the circuit goes either gear up or gear down, depending on the position of the switch. So I'm going to toggle it now, and you'll see that both gear doors are going to open. The retract goes to the gear down position. The landing lights come on, and then you'll see that the aft gear door servos close. Now, there's a little yellow LED on the board that indicates that the circuit is in the gear down position. And the reason I've put that there is so that if there are some of you who don't want or don't need the landing lights, you can simply clip the wires and remove them from the board, and it won't hurt anything, but the little LED will continue to give you an indication of the state of the circuit so that it makes it easier as you set it up. Okay, now we're going to toggle the switch now. We're going to go to gear up. You'll notice that the aft gear door is open. The unit goes to the gear up position, and then after a suitable delay, both gear doors will close and the landing lights went off. So let's toggle it again and just let you watch. We're in the gear up position now. We're going to see both gear doors open. The retract goes to the gear up position. Gear down position. Landing lights come on, and then the aft gear door closes. When we go gear up, the aft door opens. The retract controller toggles. The lights will go off after a suitable delay, and then both gear doors close. Now, one more thing I'd like to demonstrate to you is a feature that we just added here the last couple of days, and I'm calling it quick up and quick down. It occurred to me that there might be times when you would want to go from gear up to gear down without having to wait for the gear to cycle completely one way or the other. We're at gear up right now, so let me show you how this works. Let's say you're flying around, you decide to land, and you give it gear down command. The doors open and the gear starts down. Somebody's on the runway. We toggled our switch and the gear come back up again, and after a suitable delay, the gear doors close again. So you don't have to wait for the gear to come all the way down and for the program to get into the gear down mode before you reverse it. I'll show you that again. We're coming gear up, and we decide the gear start down, and then say, wait a minute, I need to go gear up again. We go gear up. After a full delay, the gears close again, and we're back to gear up and doors closed. Anytime you make use of the quick movement function, you get the full amount of delay on the gear doors, so there's no risk. It doesn't matter whether the gear were all the way down or almost all the way down. There's no danger of collapsing the gear door back on the retracts. Now, we're geared down now, so let's say we take off and we give it gear up. The aft door opens, the gear come up, and they start up, and wait a minute, I need to land again. Gear come right back down again, and after the full amount of delay, you will see that the aft door closes and the lights stay on because we're back to gear down. So it's designed to allow you to reverse the action as quickly as you need to. You see how we can just instantly almost bring the gear right back down again in case of, say your motor quits or something happens and you decide it wasn't a good time to take off after all. So, okay, that's our Deluxe Retract and gear door sequencer, and it's customizable for a number of different configurations. If neither of the two versions we have here are what you need, give us a call and we'll see if we can't make it work for you. Thanks for watching.